Hi everyone, it's Kate from the Fold 9. I am back this week with the new sewing pattern releases for January. I've got a couple from December as well. I thought I'd sort of band them all in together, and yeah, I've got some really lovely patterns to talk to you about. So I have to say, January, and given the current circumstances going on, it was quite a quiet month for releases actually. Usually there's more, and I think some people have just not, but I've got some really delightful patterns to talk you through. So first one's first, this was a December release. This is the Verano Top Dress from Christine Haynes. This came out just before Christmas time. I love this pattern, I think it's perfect. I appreciate if you're in the UK, this is quite a summery dress option, but I feel like, I don't know about you, stuff is taking so long for me to make that if I started this now, I might actually get it done by the summer. So this pattern's great, it's very flexible, there's lots of options. There are 4 different variations. There's a top variation with buttons down, there's a dress version of the button down top, which is slightly A-line shape. It's got pockets in as well. Then the next option, the other 2 options have got buttons down to the centre front, there's a seam at the waist, and then a sort of like a gathered skirt, yes, with patch pocket options. You can have a tiered gathering as well if you want to. I just like the variety of shapes that you get within one pattern for this. So it comes in sizes UK 6 to 30, so it's got a great size range. It's available as a PDF and paper. We just have the PDF, but there's a copy shop option if you wanted. Yeah, I thought a really good option, especially if you are in warmer time, if you're the other side of the world and it's warmer, this would be a really fab summer dress. Right, next pattern I've got, oh, absolutely love this. This is called the Heather Blazer from Friday Pattern Company. Sorry, I'm getting almost like hyperventilating with excitement talking about patterns, it's been that long. This has got amazing size range, UK 6 to 34. It is a fantastic relaxed fit blazer. I absolutely love this. I think if you're going to make a jacket this for spring, this is the perfect jacket. So it's fully lined, as I said, quite relaxed fit. It's got patch pockets, button at the front, so it's single breasted. It's got a 2-piece sleeve, seam down the centre back, which I really like because it means that you can add some shaping in there if you want to. I just think it's just a really fab shape. I'm sure you'll agree, like you look at it, the length as well, it's just bang on. And I really love the version that I'm showing you now with the short skirt and matching. I think that looks really cute. Actually looks a bit like Cluelessy with that check. But yeah, I think it really, if you're going to do a jacket, I'd really highly recommend it. Friday Pattern Company have really great instructions as well. So if you haven't made any jackets before, I think this is a good one to start with. It's easier than you think. Trust me. That's my parting comment on that. Next pattern we have got is, I think this might be my favourite release of January. This is the Marlowe sweater from True Bias. I absolutely love this. So I'll show you the line drawing. So it's a cardigan, quite basic construction, comes in 2 different lengths. It's the cropped version that I absolutely love. I'm actually wearing, this is knitted, but very similar, where it actually finishes like at my waist. And I really love that. Then there aren't any patterns, cardigan patterns, that do that. It's just gorgeous, and I love the sort of slightly drop shoulder and the oversized sleeve. It's really great. And the long version also with patch pockets is fantastic. It's just, if you make this, you will live in it, I can guarantee. I think it's a really good investment piece. You'll make it every year. I think this might be the new Linden. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think I said size ranges, did I? So, UK with a C cup, it's UK 8 to 20. With a D cup, it's UK 16 to 32. So again, another great size banding on this. Yeah, I think you should make this. if you're thinking about something that you want to make, it's not going to take you too long. It's something that you will wear over and over again. And once you've got one, I think you're just going to whip them up in loads of colours. I think this might be the pattern that pushes me to actually make something in 2021. Right, next pattern, this was a December release as well. This is the multi-sleeve midi dress from the Assembly line. I really like this, and I thought I'd put it in because I think this shape is really flattering on lots of different body types. I also think it's such a classic shape that it will never go out of style. So if you are thinking about making a dress and you're not quite sure what you want, but you want something classic, I think this with the sleeve options is a really good option. So sizes. It comes in sizes UK 8 to 30. Again, great size range. This is split, this Assembly line is paper only, so it's split into 2 different size bandings if you're buying the paper. So it goes 8 to 18 in one size banding, and then 18 to 30 in the next size banding. And obviously these size charts are there so you can check which is the right one for you. So the sleeves, there are 3 different sleeve options. One is a straight cut sleeve. The second one is the one that is shown in the video. It's got this really lovely, it's like a puff sleeve with a nice cuff. The cuff isn't too deep, which I really like, because the deeper the cuff, sometimes I think it then looks a bit vintage. So I think a really nice sort of, it's there, but it's not taking over the cuff. And then the other version, which is really interesting, is got a pleat sort of at the sleeve head. And then it kind of pleats down into the bottom of the, I'm going like this, round where it finishes around at your elbow. The dress is very simple, so there's a waist seam, bust darts, it's A-line, slightly A-line shape. I mean, something that you will just wear over and over again. It also has waist darts at the back of the dress, which I personally really like as someone who, especially if you're pear-shaped, it's very handy to have, which I am. Right, next pattern is also a December release. I absolutely love this. It's the Lennox boiler suit and shirt from Homer and Howells. This comes in sizes, sorry, my laptop's here. I should remember them all, but I just, numbers. And also, anyone else found that the lockdown or Corona has basically made their brain go to fuzz. So sizing, UK 6 to 24 for this pattern. Really fab shape. So there are 2 different variations with the boiler suit. It's quite a small variation, but in terms of the fit, actually, it will make a huge difference. So variation A is, so it's got buttons down the front, the waist seam, it's got a sewn-in waistband, which I personally really love, pockets, short sleeve, proper shirt collar, so a stand and a fall, and wide leg trousers. View B is exactly the same, but the back waistband has got an elastic panel in it. This, I think, is really great. If you are larger bottomed, this is the one to go for, I would say. And if you want it cinched in a bit, I think View A is great if you want it really relaxed fit. If you're a slightly athletic shape, this is the perfect option for you. View B, this is, if you're a bit curvier, I think this is the way to go, and it cinches you in a little bit. So yeah, really great. And then the last option is a shirt, which is a really nice option. I love the concept of getting a jumpsuit and a shirt. So the shirt again is, it's cropped, short sleeved, pocket at the front, all the kind of core things that you'd expect. Just really lovely pattern, and if you want to make something, challenge yourself, do something a bit different this year, I would say this would be a really nice pattern to start with. Right, next up is the unisex Jackson tee and pullover from Helen's Closet. This comes in sizes UK 6 to 34. I'm always getting out of breath again. I really like this, and I thought this would be a good option if you're looking for a quick fix, core basic pattern that you'll make over and over again. So lovely that this is a unisex pattern, so you can make it for yourself or in your members of your family or your partner, and it's just it's just a really good basic. So it's a t-shirt and a jumper. I'll show you some pictures. It's quite loose fitting, which I really like. You can see that it slightly flares from just past the bust, which I prefer. I like stuff, I don't like stuff tight around my stomach. And yeah, it's a really great core pattern. I think, again, this might be a new, if you've done the Linden and you want to try something a bit different, this is definitely a good option. And I think if you nail the fit and getting it right and round the shoulders and spending a little time doing some tweaks on a really basic pattern means that you'll just make it over and over again. So if you're looking for some inspiration and your sojo's got a bit, which I know a lot of us are dealing with at the moment, me included, then I would highly recommend this as a kind of jump-starting 2021 sewing. Right, last but definitely not least, we've got the Vika Dress from Lenoline Patterns. This comes in sizes 8 to 18. I included this because I thought this was a really lovely dress that's quite a classic shape, but it's got interesting details which you don't see that often. So it's essentially your classic fit and flare dress. It's got bust darts, it's got waist darts, quite fitted on the bodice, waist seam. Then it has got these quite dramatic, quite big pleats. But the interesting thing about them is that the pleats are stitched down to, it looks like just above the hip or on the hip from the line drawing. You don't see that very much, and it creates a completely different shaped dress. I thought it was quite interesting, and I haven't really seen, I don't think I've seen a pattern like this, considering that, you know, actually when you look at it, it's quite a classic shape. So yeah, it's got quite a lot of interesting stuff going for it, and I love how like high necked, I just think it's really elegant. It would be a perfect thing to wear to an event if we ever go to an event ever again. But also you could make this, it would look lovely in a linen, as like a linen summer dress. You can make it really casual. You can make it in like it would look lovely in like a denim chambray as well. There's just lots of things that you could do with it, and I thought it was a nice, really nice pattern. I actually don't like describing a pattern as nice. That seems a bit sort of, what's the word? Again, see, brain gone. Honestly, it's gone to mush. Right, that is it from me. I hope that was enjoyable. I will also say that there is a blog post with all the other patterns that have been released in the month, so go and have a peruse and you can get inspired and, you know, think about what to add to your handmade wardrobe. Have a lovely weekend and I'll see you soon. Bye!